Hello everybody and welcome to this English video lesson. Today's lesson is Project Part 2 from Module 7. Let's read our objectives. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to recall the features of a postcard, write a postcard about a holiday. Now, open your students' books page 85 and workbooks page 74. Let's get started with the first objective. Recall the features of a postcard. We have studied the postcard last lesson, right? This is the postcard we have read last lesson. We also have learned the steps we should follow to write a postcard. Let me remind you of these steps again. The first one, itinerary for the trip. Write in note form what you are going to do each day, like this itinerary. We write in here all the places and activities we're gonna do during the trip. The second one, write about when you arrived there and what you did. You write this in the first paragraph here. Number 3, write about what you are going to do there and your plans. You write this in the second paragraph. Number 4, finish off by writing wish you were here or yours or love, etc. And then write your name underneath, like she wrote her name here, Jane. Number 5, write your friend's full name, address, and country on the right-hand side, like you see here, the name and the address. After doing all of this, you have to stick a stamp in the top right-hand corner, this stamp, and send your postcard. These, my friends, are the features of a postcard. We are now fully aware of them. Time to write our own postcard. Let me remind you of the writing steps we always follow to start any writing process. We should start with note-taking, then first draft, then we revise the first draft, then we do some editing before we get to the final draft. Let's get started with step number 1, the note-taking. In this stage, we brainstorm and organize our ideas. And for doing this in a perfect way, let's do this activity on your workbook page 74. Imagine you are on holiday. Answer these questions. And here we have 7 questions. You need to imagine you're on holiday and give answers to these questions. Like in the first question, who are you with? Here you need to imagine who you are with and write the answer here, like my family, my friends, etc. Question number 2, where are you? You also need to imagine the place you're gonna visit. For example, in Turkey, in Kuwait, in London, etc. Number 3, when did you arrive? You can say 2 days ago, last week, etc. Number 4, what did you do when you arrived? Here you need to imagine what you did on the first day, like went to the hotel and rest. Number 5, what are you going to do on day 2? You could say visit the zoo, visit the museum. Clear? Number 6, what are you going to do on day 3? You could say walking tour in the city, amusement park. And the same in question 7. What are you going to do on day 4? You could say visit a mall, for example, and do some shopping. These are just examples, my friends. You can come up with other places and activities from your own. And notice, these questions are to help you take notes and organize your ideas. So keep your answers short and don't use full sentences to answer these questions. Now, pause the video and imagine you're on a holiday and get answers to the 7 questions from your own. Have you finished? Okay, my friends, I have also imagined I'm on a holiday like you. Let me show you what I've come up with. Who are you with? My family. Where are you? In Kuwait. When did you arrive? 2 days ago. What did you do when you arrived? The first thing I did is rest in the hotel. And that's what I did on day 1. What are you going to do on day 2? I imagined I visited the museum and went to the zoo. What are you going to do on day 3? Walking tour in the city and the amusement park. What are you going to do on day 4? Visit a mall, lunch, and shopping. These are my own ideas for my holiday. Guess what I'm gonna do next? I am going to use these ideas to make an itinerary. Do you remember it? This piece of paper on which we write a list of the places and activities we're gonna do during the trip. Here on day 1, we write rest in the hotel, and on day 2, visit the museum and the zoo. On day 3, walking tour in the city, amusement park, and on day 4, visit a mall, lunch, and shopping. Now we have done the first step, note taking. Let's move on to the second step, first draft. In this step, we are going to write the first draft of the postcard. This time we're gonna write full sentences and paragraphs. Here we go. Open your workbook's page 74, exercise 3. Write a postcard to a friend about your trip. Use the information in activity 2. And here is an empty template of a postcard. I want you now to pause the video and write your first draft using the ideas and notes you have taken in the first step. And don't forget to write the receiver's name here in this place, and also his full name and address on the right here. Also, don't forget to write your name below here. Okay, friends, here we go. Have you finished? Okay, let me show you what I wrote. And remember, this is the first draft. It might have mistakes or something. We'll correct them later in the editing stage, okay? Dear Ali, I am writing to you from Kuwait. I am with my family. We arrived 2 days ago. We stayed in a hotel. We rested on the first day. On the second day, we visited the museum. Then we visited the zoo. Today, we are going to visit the amusement park. Then we are going to have a walking tour in the city. Tomorrow, we go shopping in a big mall. Then we are going to have lunch. I am going to take lots of photos. Wish you were here. Ahmed, Ali, Saleh, and the address is 183 Al Gharafa Street, Doha, Qatar. What do you think, my friends? This is my first draft. Let's move on to the next stage. Revise. In this stage, you are going to read your first draft to make sure it sounds right to you, and you can add, change, or remove words. So we're gonna read it again and see if we need to add or change something. I am writing to you from Kuwait. I am with my family. We arrived 2 days ago. We stayed in a hotel. Why don't we describe the hotel with an adjective? We could say a nice hotel, right? Good. We rested on the first day. On the second day, we visited the museum. Then we visited the zoo. How about adding here what we did at the zoo? Just to give more details, we could say we saw the beautiful animals. Today we are going to visit the amusement park. Then we are going to have a walking tour in the city. You know, it's important to describe your feelings, right? So I could add here, I am very happy. Tomorrow we go shopping in a big mall. Then we are going to have lunch. We could add more details here by saying in a good restaurant. It's also kind of giving your impression about the place. And finally, I am going to take lots of photos. That's it. I have revised my first draft. I have also added some additions. And now we're gonna move to the edit stage. In this stage, we are going to correct any spelling, punctuation, or grammar mistakes. Let's read our draft again and check it. And focus, my friends. This time we're gonna look for any spelling, punctuation, or grammar mistakes. Why don't you pause the video and look for these mistakes before we do them together? Go ahead. Have you finished? Okay, check with me. Look at this word, family. It has a spelling mistake. Good job. Family, F-A-M-I-L-Y. It doesn't have E. Look at this word, museum. It's another spelling mistake. The correct spelling is M-U-S-E-U-M. Okay? It doesn't have A. And here is a punctuation mistake. After today, we should add apostrophe. And here is a grammar mistake. Tomorrow, we go shopping in a big mall. Tomorrow refers to the future. So we need to use a structure that refers to the future plans. Good job. We are going to go. These are all the mistakes we've got. 2 spelling mistakes, 1 punctuation mistake, and 1 grammar mistake. This is the edit stage, and definitely you know how important it is. It helps you check all the mistakes and correct them. Don't skip this stage, my friends. You must dedicate time for checking any spelling, punctuation, or grammar mistakes and correct them before getting to the final draft. Clear? And that leads us to the last stage in our writing process, the final draft. In this stage, you write your good copy. And here it is. Now we have completed the 5 steps of writing. You too, my friends, need to follow these steps to write your own postcard. Share your final copy with your teacher and your class. We have come to the end of our lesson today. We have achieved 2 objectives. We have recalled the features of a postcard. We have written a postcard about a holiday. Thank you for watching. Bye.